Hey everybody, it's good to see you all again. This segment is just to kind of let you guys know what is going on in this episode. So, in this episode, there is a situation. Towards the end, or anywhere in this episode, there is a blank. That means there's no sound coming in the episode, and you might think that is your fault. That is my fault. You can blame me, say it was my fault, because that is editing problem, and that's because of recording and the recording platform that I use. If that happens to be in the episode, if that's in it, what you need to do is to just disregard it. Don't worry about it. Consider it like an ad break. Consider it like a break. Consider it like we're taking a 5 minute break. Consider it like that. So no freaking out. No need to worry. Make sure you guys enjoy the episode. Enjoy what's in it, and y'all have a good one. And enjoy this one. Really enjoy it and have fun. And please disregard the blanks in there. Consider them breaks. Hope you guys enjoy this episode, and thank you guys for understanding and for your cooperation.
All right, perfect. Hey, everybody! I am back, and I'm back full time. I know I haven't done these in a while, but I am back. As you guys can see, it is 11:12 in the morning in Central Time, and I am fully awake. So, thank America. Anyway, I'm here with Joe from TrapCavier. If you guys have no idea, and I know some of you guys have no idea what it is, you can find a link to it down below about the promotion service. And you'll hear tons about it in this interview. But it's just amazing, incredible service, and I'm so impressed by how much it's grown. Like, I've seen their Instagram page. First, I'm jealous of the design, but also like it's really freaking cool. And today, actually, as a special treat, we're going to be talking to one of the founders of this service, and as a actual another plus, he's actually a musician himself. So, hey,
Mm.
that's really cool. So, anyway, welcome to Wrap It Out. I'm super excited and so pleased to have you on.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good.
Hey. Um, let's dive deep into it. So obviously, let's start from your business, Trap Caviar. So, firstly,
hmm
can I just say how incredible this is? And
Yeah.
this is like for real. This is legit. Like, it's not one of those. It's not one of those like weird scammy things you guys find on Instagram. Those weird messages you guys see. This is like a for real promotion service. So,
hmm
this is really cool. So, I want to firstly get into the whole story with this. How did you get started with this particular service in this industry and promotion?
Um. Well, to be honest, it started. I don't know, end of last year, start of this year. Um, and it generally just started. To be honest, it started off as I was trying to engage with people in the underground community because we had a lot of people disconnected in our scene, and I wanted to find a way to connect all these people, all be in one place, and try and better each other, you know, progressively for our music and our careers.
Definitely, definitely. And that actually makes a lot of sense. Mainly because that's kind of how I started, but also it makes a lot of sense that you started during a time where people were in fact disconnected. I can't sugarcoat it, but it's true. But I definitely see your point and all that sorts. And look at you now. This is really amazing with what you're doing
Mm.
for underground artists. This is unbelievable. And I kind of want to dive more deeply into this because I really so much. What has been the biggest
hmm
challenge with promotion? Because obviously this is a promotion service, so obviously it's on Instagram, and I know you've seen scams, and I know you've been seeing other things
Yeah.
with promotion. So I kind of want to know like what's been the biggest challenge with doing this promotion? What's been the easiest thing about it?
Well, I'd say the biggest struggle is engagement. Weirdly enough, I think people think it's too good to be true, so they just sort of look the other way. Because everything that we do, all of our services are free, you know, and it's an engagement thing. Equally, we need people engaging into TrapCavier and into all these other artists to make the engagement for the other artists beneficial. So if somebody wins Artist of the Week, which is one of our weekly competitions, um, we then depend on other people in the community going to check their music out and getting them some more streams. And it's just the engagement part of things that's been the struggle.
Right, right. Yeah, I definitely see where that comes to play. And I love how you guys push for legitimacy. Yeah, definitely engagement. I definitely see that being a huge thing. Seeing that you guys are, competing and just making sure you guys are, legit and people actually take you seriously, reach out to you. So yeah, definitely,
Mm.
I see that. Now, for of course the listeners as well, our musicians. So, for an artist, what would they have to do to be a part of this promotion service? Like, what's the whole process with getting people on and for them to get promoted? What's the whole process with that?
Well, to be honest, it's really easy. It's not rocket science. I think people confuse it themselves when they come and ask me this question. But all it literally is you found us on Instagram maybe. We have an invite link to our Discord server in the bio. All you got to do is join it, and everything is self-explanatory in the Discord. You know, there's channels for Artist of the Week submissions. All they've got to do is drop a link in there, and then they'll automatically be in the run for Artist of the Week. And then we have ones where it's like a self promo where they drop the link to the song, and we have a collaborations one where people maybe want to hop on a song with another person. They would put their open verses in there. It's pretty self-explanatory, quite straightforward. And even if people message me on Instagram and sort of say, "Oh, this is my song. Can you check it out?" I'll be like, "Yeah, yeah, I'll check it out. I'll give you some feedback. You can join the Discord also and get some feedback there." But yeah.
Oh, okay, cool, cool. I kind of thought it was gonna be like a whole intricate, long process, but that's cool that it's pretty straightforward. And I like that it's so promo and that you guys can collaborate, and even you sharing feedback. It's like it's actually really cool, really cool. And speaking of feedback, when you're giving feedback, what's your whole thing when giving feedback? Like, what's your whole thing when it comes to giving feedback? What is the best song that you ever gave feedback on, and what's the general reaction when you give feedback?
Well, with feedback, the way I talk, the way I sort of articulate myself is, to always speak constructively. Don't try and put somebody down because it's their craft, it's their art. I always try and be quite sensitive to that. Obviously, I have a preference. I have a taste in music. Um, so of course I'm gonna like songs better than I'm gonna like others. I think from a criticism value, um, a criticism point of view, I may speak on the production, so the beat and their vocals if they're mixed and mastered, and you know speak on the mix and master, and just general things to improve. To point out some artists, I'd definitely shout out Luna. He's an artist within the TrapCavier. He's 14 years old, and honestly, he is just incredible for his age. And yeah, he's mastered everything at such a young age. So massive shout out to him.
Wow, 14. Wow, I'm gonna have to check him out. Wow, okay, that's sick. That's awesome. And also, I love the answer you had whenever it came to constructive criticism. I think that's important. And I know people, they do feedback differently, so I was trying to see how you do it. And this question is kind of like really out there, but I've had my history of giving feedback to somebody, and they had the worst reaction to it. Like, they have been upset, like they get so mad, or they block you, or they curse at you. I've been cursed out once. Has that ever happened to you when somebody gives feedback? When you've been giving feedback to somebody and they had the worst reaction.
Yeah, I've had bad reactions, but I don't think anything's ever really blown up back in my face because I've always like done sort of like a pros and cons sort of thing, what I liked about it and what I thought could improve. So I think a lot of artists, they probably see the positives more than the negatives. At least I hope so. Um, and I had one incident not long ago. I can't remember the dude's name, but it was on Instagram. This maybe like 2 months ago or something. So, and he asked for an opinion on his song. I give my opinion to it, and it wasn't a bad song at all, But I sort of said what it was, and I sort of said, this is where you need to improve. And he came back with the energy like, I'm perfect. I've got no room for improvement, which isn't true. Like even people in the mainstream world, like Drake and Uzi and etc. They all have room for improvement. They know that themselves. So it's absolutely stupid to not have that sort of perspective. And he sort of ended up calling me out on Instagram, started making loads of stories about me, and I just wasn't there for it. I didn't feed into that energy, so I just let it be.
That sucks. That is, oh my god, that sucks, man. That is horrible, especially with alleged stories. Like,
Mm.
wow, oh my god. But I'm glad you overcame all that, and you didn't feed into it. That's actually a really admirable quality, because a lot of people love to feed into drama and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's incredible that you don't do all that, and it's good because you have a lot going on your plate. Um, and speaking of reacting, I want to talk about the lives you do. Because I remember yesterday
Mm-hmm.
I got some alert saying that you were doing a live, and um, this particular live you do, you react music on your Instagram live, right?
Yeah.
How did that get started?
Wait.
Whenever you were reacting music, just live on Instagram, how does that work whenever you're reacting? And what's your favorite song you've ever reacted to?
Oh. Okay. Well, the way that the live streams got started, it was pretty simple. Don't get me wrong. I'm not the only person that's doing this sort of thing. I've seen other Instagram accounts and on platforms. There's people I can mention, but I'm not going to because I'm trying to, you know, get people to listen to my stuff, not to their stuff. But they were doing a similar thing. But the thing that makes the thing that makes mine better is that all of it was paid. So people would join these live streams for these other people's channels, and then maybe they'd pay to get their song skipped in the line, so their song would go first. Do you know what I mean? Whereas I'm just first come first serves, and I don't offer a paid service to anybody. That's not how we roll. And yeah, I'd say the best song I've ever reacted to. It's a hard question because there's a lot of great songs I could mention. Um, but I would probably say "What Do I Know" by Luna, who I mentioned earlier. Um, he sampled an XXX Tentacion song in in his song, and he produced the beat himself, and I just thought it was absolutely incredible for, again, like I say, a 14-year-old.
Nice, nice. Well, props to the lives. I think it's really cool to be reacting music on Instagram. That's actually really cool.
Mm.
And it's ironic because 19 hours ago you posted a little snippet of the actual lives. You actually posted a snippet of the live, and I saw it on my phone. So it's complete irony, crazy irony.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I gotta know because I love the cover art of TrapCavier. Now I want to
Mm.
know who made that cover because it looks kind of similar to Rap Caviar, a little similar. So who made that cover art?
So it's a bit of a joint effort in terms of making it m- making it come together as it is. That's my colleague Josh, better known as JLRC. He's in the Discord. He's the person I partly own TrapCavier with. He does a lot of the designing and a lot of the sort of online stuff in terms of aesthetically how it looks. Um, but it was the TrapCavier. The name for the business was my idea, and I sort of the concept of the cover was my idea to make it somewhat similar to somewhat similar to what people are already familiar with. I think that was why we went with the name, because we went for a name that was people were familiar with, and we flipped it into our own business, and I think that in itself will attract a lot of people. So I wanted to make it close to what people
Right,
knew.
right, absolutely. And it makes sense. It makes sense because Rap Caviar is a thing on Spotify. It's a thing, so it makes sense that you want to tailor it towards a more similar thing people are used to. That makes a lot of sense. And and I was wondering
Mm.
because on the founders thing when it's listed it said JC, and I was wondering who is that? Who's the label? Um, but that makes sense where it comes from. Right,
Yeah.
right. Um, One of the coolest things about your Instagram, and I need to ask because we need to highlight, is Artist of the Week, which I find really cool. I mean, look,
Mhm.
if you guys are on their Instagram, as you guys are listening, following along, you guys can see they have a bunch of Artist of the Week posts. So I want to ask, again, how did those start? How do you pick artists of the week? And what's the whole process of picking those and getting those started?
So the way Artist of the Week started was like we built TrapCavier on foundations of what it's going to be, and Artist of the Week was always going to be a part of that. We wanted to make a competition, a friendly competition where everybody can get involved and compete against one another, and it's a quality based competition. So yes, some people may submit and their music may not live up to other people's submissions, but at the end of the day it's healthy competition, and for the people that aren't quite there yet and who probably won't be picked as artist of the week, it's a good thing to strive to for them, so that one day they can achieve it. And equally, another thing that sort of became apparent later after we started TrapCavier was we were giving people a lot of excitement. So when people were announced as artist of the week, they'd go in the Discord and they were getting a little bit crazy, like, oh my god, I've won artist of the week. So we were providing a feeling for them of excitement and enjoyment, which is exactly what somebody needs for their music. It's a good confidence boost, and for these people that are winning artist of the week, they've won for a reason. Their music's great, and they need a little bit of a showcase, a little bit of a showcase for their talents and what they can achieve and how good they are.
Wow, that's incredible. Wow.
Yeah.
I definitely love the whole concept with Artist of the Week, and I definitely like competition. I definitely like that. But I really love how you guys highlight, these artists because as I was scrolling down your page, I was like, wow, look how many people has gone on their platform. It's unbelievable. It's amazing. And I know I keep praising it, and it's weird and it's ridiculous, but it's true. Like it is like I hope I can be a part of it. So some like down the line because like look how incredible this is.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Thank you.
and that's and one of the weirdest things was that and letting y'all know I didn't even know about them in the beginning. I think y'all reached out to me, and it was weird because how did that
Hmm.
happen? Because like we don't like there's only one other person who we both follow on Instagram, so I was like, how is that possible? Wait a minute, like
Yeah.
actually, I'm a little curious because I saw Zandri, who I interviewed. I saw that he followed your page and mine.
Hmm.
Was he the one that was involved with you getting on my
Yeah.
page, or did you like misclick my page, or like how did you find it? Just a little curiosity.
Yeah, so it was Zandri. I seen that they had a episode come out with you, a little interview, and to be honest, I thought I like what you're doing. So it's a vice versa feeling. I have a lot of respect for anybody within this industry, no matter what approach they come from, whether it be an artist or an interviewee or interviewer. Like because this is a podcast, I believe, and I thought I wanted to do something like this for a little while, and I think I just seen what you were doing, and I liked it, so
Oh,
I
fuck, you're
hopped
making
on
me
the
blush.
wave.
Oh my god. Thank you. That means a lot to me to hear that. It's been a while since somebody's really complimented. But anyway, back to you. Anyway, so I provided links down below for you guys to check out TrapCavier. To be honest, y'all need to do it. I know you guys are used to those weird ones, but this is legit. Like I'm talking to the literal one of the founders of it, so you can tell this is legitimate. This is for real. Um, Let's get into one of the most fun
Hmm.
things about you, which I was very happy to hear about. That you are also an artist. That made me like squeal. I'm not gonna squeal now, but that made me like, oh, how exciting because he makes music. He's in this with us. Like, yay! So I wanted to ask about that. To firstly, first of all, you earlier you sent me a single of yours. It's unreleased. Now, what is the whole backstory with the single? Because everybody's gonna get a
Hmm.
chance to hear it after the interview. What's the whole backstory with this particular
Yeah.
single? What was the whole process of making it, and most importantly, is this going on an album?
It likely will be going on an album. I've got an album coming out called Colourful Pain. There's it's just it's an extension of my mind, I suppose. The album and the song. I mean, specifically that song. Some people have good days, some people have bad days, and I think that's probably one of the songs I've written on a bad day. And it's a nice song. It's a nice song. I would say that I definitely, as an artist, have room for improvement myself, and but I do think I put my emotions into play within that song. Hence why selected
Wow,
it.
wow.
So yeah.
Man, this is so exciting to hear. You have no idea. I love artists who have different services. This made me so excited. I was like, oh my god, this guy is actually in this with us. Like, wow. But real though, that's really impressive. I cannot wait for everybody to hear it, and I'm with you guys. I have not heard it yet, but I'm gonna be hearing it after this, so I'm really excited. And let's circle back to the album Colorful Pain. Um, I know it's not out, and I don't know what your policy is with teasing or trailers or anything like that. But what can you tell us about this album that that you want to talk about? Is this your first album you ever done?
It's not my first album. I think, to be honest, I've had a lot of reflection over the last few months. I'm like most other artists. I think you sort of, you make a song, you listen to it so many times, you think it's good, then you listen to it over and over again, and you realize you don't like it anymore. I think a lot of artists probably do that, and I'm one of them. So this album's, probably should have been out months ago. But equally, I just keep on changing the track list because I've got quite a discography in my unreleased. I've got a minimum of 100 songs unreleased, and if it's not 100, it's definitely getting there. Um, and yeah, I've had a lot of reflection recently, and I think what's been selected to go on it is the right amount and the right songs. I don't want to say too much, but it's
Definitely.
definitely
I
something to be
am so
excited for.
excited to see this album. Like, I'm excited. So definitely, I'm gonna be one of those people in the very beginning that's gonna be like streaming your album nonstop. So I'll be one.
Yeah.
I'll be one of that.
Thank you.
And that's really cool to hear about that. Now, one of the things that I am most curious about, and I'm sure other people are, so when people hear your name or when people look at your music, what is dominantly your genre of what is dominantly your genre of music, or like what is one you like to tackle in whenever you're making music?
I'm not gonna say I'm massively versatile. I think I'm leading in towards the rap scene quite a lot. I have it's weird because I have the the I have like three types of songs I make, and that's the sort of like the happier sort of music in which maybe I'm having a good time, which maybe in some directions could be more pop than rap, because I wouldn't say I'm a massive talent at singing, but I do try. Um, and so maybe delve into the pop scene, and then equally it's more like the sad like trap music I also do, where it's just however I'm feeling on the
Oh,
day,
got you, got you. Okay, because I was gonna say, because I was like, 'cause I was thinking rap because I was thinking because first I saw you in hoodies, which you rock hoodies by the way. I was like, yeah, this guy is definitely he could be a rapper. Especially this cool post you had a couple months ago. You
Mhm.
smoking with the blue hoodie and you were holding I don't know what you're holding, but you were like in this underground scene. I was like thinking, okay, yeah, this guy's definitely rap. So I had a little idea about what was going on. But singing, okay. No, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna ask you to sing on here. I know you're not dominantly singing, but I was like, so that's really cool because I also sing, so that's pretty great. Because I was gonna say maybe sing a little, but don't worry, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I sing. I have a I don't, I don't. How do I put it? I'm not like a massive singer, but you know, in the single that you're gonna play later, you know, I have a little section. It is predominantly rapping, but you know, I do have a little
Oh,
singing bit
now
in
I'm
that
even more
song, so
excited.
you'll
Now
get
after
to
this,
listen to it.
I'm definitely listening to the single now. I'm definitely gonna be listening to it now. Like singing and rapping, like, ooh, I'm so excited. I want to squeal, but I'm not going to. So I'm not going to. Okay, let me not get ahead of myself. Okay, um, I kind of want to talk about behind the music, and I love asking this question because I love seeing what other people do, with their music. So, what is your whole process with making music in general? What is your whole production technique? How do you write songs? Really, in general, what is your whole process with creating and developing and publishing a song?
Um, Man, it's a long. Admittedly, it's a long process. Um, you know, it's why I'm not pumping out music like every other artist. You know, I don't think I've released anything in months, to be honest. But yeah, so in terms of writing, I write all the time, wherever I am. It doesn't matter where I am. Um, I write every day, pretty much. You know, sometimes I even write if I have. Sometimes I just have moments, you know, where I'm like, you know, in the car or like, you know, like singing along to something, and maybe the song ends, or maybe I'm just generally like, you know, sort of singing something that's in my head, and then I might go off and do my own little like freestyle or something, and I might make a line, and then I'll be like, oh, that's a bar, I need to write it down, and then I write it down, and then I end up writing a song with it, and so the writing process, you know, is always ongoing, um, you know, and then in terms of recording. I have a little setup. Well, I don't myself. My friend Josh, who I mentioned earlier, who I run the business with, he has a setup which I use. You know, he's got a pretty good mic, pretty good. It's like a home studio, but it's a lot better than what I've got here. So I usually go there, record my songs, and he mixes them. I'm not too great at mixing myself, so I just get him to do it.
Is
Yeah.
that's really cool, to be honest. That makes sense why it takes so long. Because look what you have to do. You have to figure out what you're writing. You have to do the mixing and mastering. Like it makes sense. I mean that it takes so long. But honestly, for me, I can't wait for more music from you. Because nobody loves listening to music more than me. That's why I picked my name. But I love listening to music nonstop. Like I listen to music every single hour of every day. I just love listening to lots of different genres. So I'm looking forward to adding on my list of people to check out. And that single it's added to my list today. What to listen to. So you can already count it. It's already on my list. It's like already there. Not wrong. Sure.
Thank you.
Now I know this is a little off topic, but earlier this year you had a tattoo. It's not a real tattoo,
Hmm.
because it says clarity on it. Is that real? Is that real? Because it's really freaking cool. So and I'm asking, is it still there? Is it real?
Yeah, yeah. I've got a few tats. But yeah, my clarity tattoo. That was yeah. It's one of the more important ones. You know, I've got tattoos on my body. And I think clarity is probably the more meaningful one. Um, you know, I seek out clarity in everything. I don't like being in the dark. I don't like not knowing how somebody's feeling. You know, and I seek clarity in things.
Definitely,
So
definitely.
clarity is a big word for me.
Hey,
It's
and
quite
what better
important.
way to welcome in the new year than to be seeking out clarity? Like, as soon as I saw the post, I was like, oh, okay. And then you posted it on January 1st, and I was like, yep. This guy gets it. This guy gets it. Like, there's no better way to welcome in clarity than to start a new year with it. That's actually like you I don't know, you're like one of those people that
Mhm.
get cooler every single minute. Like every single minute that we talk, you get even cooler. Like, oh my god, god. So one of the other things that I wanted to ask about, and it's on your Instagram. It's my fate. And the reason why I ask about it is simple, because your link tree, all it has on there is my fate on it. Like it just says stream my fate on blah blah blah, YouTube Music, Spotify. So, um, what was the whole inspiration behind that particular song? Because I see your it's still on there, and you even put a heart by it. So, um, I definitely see that it holds some importance to it.
Yeah, I mean, My Fate was a big song for me. I speak about some pretty real topics in the song. It came from a point at my life where I was quite, you know, not feeling it. I was pretty unsatisfied with life and etc. And it was a bit. It came from a point. I even discuss it in the song. I had when I was younger, I had this friend. His name is DJ. Um, and I had some things going on at the time, and etc. And basically, one thing led to another, and I was in my bathroom, and I had a knife, and I held it. I held it to my chest and my arm, and I was about to commit suicide, and the whole reason I didn't was because he was there, and I sort of talk about that in the song, saying how he sort of saved my life, and obviously that's a big thing. It's not little. So when I spoke about it in the song, I felt it holds a lot of
Definitely,
meaning, and
definitely.
it's something that
Wow.
people should hear.
Okay. I'm just gonna take a minute to process all of that because that is insane. And for you to even be telling me that, like, first of all, I was envisioning it. That is such a way to paint a picture. I was like envisioning that, and I was, oh my god, like imagine holding that knife and you were committing suicide. Like, but what even more impresses me the most, and this is why you're insanely cool,
Mm.
is that you were honest in the song, and I see why it's important to you because this guy saved your life. I hope I get to meet him someday. He sounds really cool, but it's it's incredible that you were able to
Yeah.
talk about yourself honestly, especially in a song where everybody can hear it. So I want to kind of ask about honestly in that perspective.
Yeah.
So how did you know it was the right time to talk about that particular moment? Like why did you feel it was appropriate to put a song like that to talk about that experience in particular, the one where you almost committed suicide?
Well, you know, uh, it's the case for a lot of musicians. They write about like their past transgressions and their sins and etc. and stuff that's gone on in their life. And I felt this happened quite a few years ago now. I admit, it maybe happened four, 3, 4 years ago. So I felt it was time to say so much about it and how I feel about the situation, and and I never really showed my gratitude to DJ, my friend. I never showed my gratitude to him for what he
For
did.
sure,
So
yeah.
it's I felt like that was a way of
And
showing it a
I
little bit.
definitely love that you were, showing love and appreciation through a song like that. I'm gonna probably be getting my tissues ready because that's gonna be a hard song to listen to now that I've heard what it means. I'm gonna be honest, I might tear up a little bit listening to it. I might tear up just a little bit now that I've heard what it's about. So I'm getting myself prepared for that. I'm getting myself like mentally, prepared for that. That's gonna be a really hard song to listen to. You paint such a picture.
Yeah.
You paint such a picture, and now now that memories, now that not memory, now that picture is gonna be playing in my head all day. Wow. But that's really cool, and
Yeah.
I'll also you guys check out My Fate. That's definitely one you guys need to put in. And fair warning, you all heard what the song means, so I suggest either grabbing tissues or grabbing a notebook. I could not help myself. I love being funny. Anyway, um, so let's talk a little bit about where you are. First of all, your accent's very thick. Can I just say that I love the UK and your accent is so like it's so thick. To be honest, when you started talking, I started thinking about like Ed Sheeran. I was like, hold on, this guy might even
Hmm.
be related. But hey, but I was like thinking like, wow, this guy's accent's thick. And I'm jealous because I want an accent like that. That's why I love the UK. Y'all's accent, and you guys' way of talking, like, I get mad jealous because it's such a hot language too. Like, but anyway, back to what I was talking about. So, where you are in the UK, how is the music scene where you are? How is music life there? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, music is definitely growing in the UK. I think especially the rap scene, and we've got the likes of Central C and Dave with who are storming it right now with Sprinter and their little EP that they dropped. And it's like two worlds colliding, to be honest, because UK is going more mainstream now. It wasn't like this maybe 5 years ago. And Central C's just done a freestyle with Drake, and we've got Jay Huss who did a song with Drake, and so we're coming through the ranks, and yeah, I think the UK scene
I'm
has a
excited too.
great
I'm excited
great
too.
scene for singing and rap, and
And great response, by
I'm
the
very excited
way.
to see where it goes.
To be honest, I love UK music. I'm gonna be honest. I absolutely love it. The UK charts, the way they chart music over there, it's like Billboard needs to start taking notes. Like I'm being like for real. Billboard needs to take notes. The UK charts is very fair. Like they welcome a lot of people on their charts.
Yeah.
While Billboard, they barely want to move their charts. Like I'm like, holy shit! Can you just take notes from the UK? Like now the UK is smarter than America. But anyway, I'm gonna move away from that to not be political. But anyway,
Yeah.
and what I was getting at, what I was trying to get at is, being the music scene over there. What is some of your dream collaborations? What are people that you always wanted to work with? This could be like mainstream or just in your area. What is your dream collab list?
Wow. The underground. I've been linking up with a guy called Catch. We've got a few songs together. They haven't been released. Well, we've got one, and we've got others in the work currently. Um, so definitely him. Definitely got to shout out him. There's many people in the underground scene that I've met that I would like to collaborate, but in the mainstream, it would be great to one day get collaborations with like female artists, I'd love to get a collaboration with Adele. You know, that's something big to strive for. But Adele, she's a great artist, and I definitely like the
Such good
compliment on a
choices,
song
such good
between a
choices
singer and a
indeed.
rapper.
Especially Adele, like,
So I think, yeah, definitely
to be
her.
honest, I'm gonna cry on release day if y'all ever collab one day. I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I had that guy on my show and he's with Adele. Like, uh, and I'm hoping you don't forget this moment because when you're accepting, because Adele is a Grammy queen, like, they love awarding her stuff. You're probably gonna end up winning one. You better not forget this moment or TrapCavier. Like, I hope I'm gonna be in your acceptance speech somewhere. Like, I hope I'm in there somewhere. Little lords, because I just joined your Discord server, which, by the way, awesome shit.
I'll remember
Um,
you, don't worry.
that's gonna be my experiment. Is searching through that server. It looks really cool. Again, I just love the cover. I need a logo for my show. Um, but those are good choices. Really good choices indeed. I can't believe I just said indeed. Um, um, but yeah. Um, hmm, let's see. Let's see. Well, it's just a question. From the post, your hair and your beard looks red. Is your hair naturally red, by the way? Just I know it's a question, but I'm just a little curious. So I know it's weird. I'm not picking out, but
But
it might be from
sorry,
my
repeat the
computer. But it
question.
looks from my view, your hair is probably red or black. Your beard like looks red. Like what's the color like?
Yeah, yeah, no, to be fair, yeah, I get a comment on this all the time because I'm brown, I'm brown haired, I'm brunette, on my, you know, my hair and my beard, yeah, it's got like a bit of like a dark ginger sort of like mix in there, and I don't know why, you know, we haven't got any gingers in my family, so I suppose it will give that that more red tone in my beard. Yeah, it's natural. I If I could change it, I would.
I
I
love it.
could
I
dye
love
it, I
it.
suppose,
And
but you
I
know, I'm
have
not
a
really
really
about
weird
that.
feeling
So
your kids are
yeah,
gonna probably
that's
have ginger
yeah, it's
hair. They're
natural.
gonna remember this conversation and they're gonna be like, "Wow, he predicted that we would have ginger hair. He predicted all the way from 2023. He predicted." Maybe. um, but what I wanted to ask before, and it
Maybe.
kind of crossed my mind, and what we talked about before this interview is I wanted to ask about your name, and I already know about it, but they don't. I asked about the spacing because I don't know if you guys know, but um, like when you look it up, Joe, his name is it's spaced. The letters are spaced. Firstly, why did you space it? And is it like an acronym or is it like a real name and you just like to space it?
Well, yeah, you know, like I say, my name's Joe. I didn't, you know, I think I tried to make an alias for my name, but I couldn't think of something to go by. Nothing that really like stuck with me. So I thought, you know, I'd use my name, and then I seen I did it. I did the space, and I thought it looked cool. I tried to make an acronym for it, you know, because I wanted to be I wanted there to be a deeper meaning to it because, you know, within my songs, especially, you know, I sort of talk about more deeper subjects. So I wanted there to be a deeper meaning to JOE, you know, rather than Joe. But to be honest, I couldn't
Got you,
think of
got
one.
you.
I had a
And
few acronyms
I love
for
the
it, but
creativity with
none of them stuck because I didn't like them. So
the
yeah,
name
that's
and
it.
its in its face. It's cool, like like coolest hashtag coolness achieved. um, one other question about your Instagram. The picture you put on Instagram, is it supposed to illustrate your single My Fate, or did you just enjoy the picture and
Mhm.
you just put it on there? This is actually your official Instagram picture. The one with the bleeding heart and you're holding on to it.
Is this for the
And
clarity one?
holding on to it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I see. Yeah, I found that picture online. I didn't, I seen it and I rocked with it simply. I seen the picture. I thought, it's a good representation of what I'm about and I think it paints a picture for my music. And when you listen to it, I think you'll understand why I've went for that picture. I often talk about love and sort of like trust issues, and how people have sort of played with my heart before, and for the worse. And I've always come through it. I've always come out of it stronger, and I don't
Well,
let none of
I
that
gotta be
deceive
honest,
me.
I
So
absolutely love it.
yeah,
It's
I
one of my
think
favorite pictures that I've seen
that's the
in a
right image.
while. My dream is I hope that this will become an album, like a cover of yours in the near future. I'm really for real hoping that this will be a cover that you put on an album someday or an EP. Like, I'm just like fair crossing this becomes like a cover because it's really freaking awesome. So I'm really just finger crossing that this becomes a cover for something or just something. It's really cool. Definitely. So, keep my fingers crossed. um, Now
Hmm.
this I wanted to it's a perfect way to gear all this in. So as you know, a lot of people are growing in this industry as artists, musicians, rappers, and especially in your field of promotion. So what particular advice would you tell them? Like if they were starting today, what would you tell them? And what would you tell them to improve in their field?
I sort of cover this topic a lot within TrapCavier. We did a post not too long ago about tips for new artists, and I'd say probably the most important one, in my opinion, is don't let yourself get down about people's responses to your music, because the thing is you may release 100 bad songs and everybody just sort of puts you down for it, and then that 101st song that you release might be a hit. It might go viral on TikTok. It might blow up. And then all of a sudden you're getting all of this love, and it's like, you know, you just don't listen to the negativity, because though if it's constructive, negativity, my bad. Then definitely listen to it because they're telling you how to improve. But if it's just straight up hate, pure, no good intentions, just don't listen to it. Build yourself, keep on
It hit
going,
hard. I'm
you
sorry
know,
that
and if
that
you've
hit
got a strong
hard for
heart and
me.
you keep on doing it,
As you were
then
talking about it,
you'll achieve more.
I had a moment when I was like thinking about what you're saying. Like, wow, okay, you could definitely like I see you as a life coach. Like you were talking to me, and that hit hard. That is 100% definitely true. Y'all better take some notes because
Mhm.
this guy's really spitting fire. He's
Thank you.
really getting all in there. um, Now this question I'm gonna ask because I'm a little curious. Have you guys considered merch yet? Because firstly, I know how much you love hoodies because you rock hoodies. I don't know about it. You just rock hoodies like every single color that you post, and you just rock the style of it. So I'm just wondering if you guys have considered merch for the service yet, or. thought about it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we've got plenty of ideas for TrapCavier, especially, and merch has definitely been one that I've considered heavily. I'd love to start doing some merch for TrapCavier. I think there's a lot of designs that I think would be pretty cool, and what I've already thought of, and I think it'll happen one day. Maybe not today, but down the line somewhere.
Oh, but please give me
Yeah,
a
maybe
free
that'll be
one,
something
because
we'll
oh
do,
my
and
god, it's been a while since
yeah,
somebody made
maybe
merch
maybe
and it
maybe
gave me
you'll
free. I want to
maybe
be
you'll
one of
get a
the
free
first to
one. We'll
have
see.
that hoodie. I want to, because oh my god, like, please make it happen. Like, I want that. I freaking want that. Well, finger crossed. I'm really hoping
Yeah,
y'all
yeah,
do it. And I'm pretty sure y'all will. Down the line.
yeah. We'll see.
I'm really excited that happens. I'm just like, oh my god, I hope it happens. And again, I apologize for my hypeness. I don't know. Today, I just feel wide awake for some reason. I don't know what it is, but I feel wide awake. So, I'm. I apologize ahead of time for my laughing and my outburst. My fault. My bad. Your voice, oh my god! Oh, forget Ed Sheeran. You remind me of young
All good.
Elton John. Oh my god! As I
All
was
good.
talking to you, you know what it made me think of? I was thinking of, I watched, you guys need to watch Rocket Man. If you guys like movies like that, it's a musical movie and it's called Rocket Man. You guys need to watch it. I love the movie. It cost $16 on Prime, but I bought it anyway because I love it. It reminded me of Taryn, who played young Elton. Oh my god, your voice is just like his. Like, it reminded me so much of just him. I'm sorry to make that laugh out, but it sounds just like him. It's like you could have been in that movie as like a stand-in or some shit. Like. Really? Like you watch it? I don't know if you had a revelation like I did. Like when you were
Yeah, I've seen.
watching it
I
and the way
have
you
actually seen
sound
Rocket
and the
Man. Yeah,
way
it's a
that
good
he
movie.
sounds, like I don't know. Did you see the correlation? Did you see like how similar it was? Oh my god, man! Your accent is the
I don't know, man. I
best.
mean,
Ugh, sorry,
I was just
I'm
watching
getting
the
off track.
movie. You get
Sorry,
me?
I'm getting back.
I wasn't thinking about it
I
like
am
that.
getting back. Enough of this nonsense. Musically, stop. Okay. But for real, honestly, thank you for taking the time to do this. To be honest, he was one of those people, guys, that I missed. He's one of those people that I missed. The first time that I missed. I'm so glad that I cannot talk shit. Wow. That you were patient with me. That you were understanding, and that very professional, by the way. That you were, understanding, and that, you were still wanting to do this. So I just wanted to, to tell you thank you a lot. And I mean it from me, from, bottom of my heart. Thank you, for doing this, for doing this service to people. It means a lot to me that you do this, thing for people, that you promote them, you care about them. That means a lot to me. So, thank you for all you do for, this industry, and, thank you for being here. Absolutely, absolutely. It definitely warms my heart to know there's still people, genuinely good people,
Thank
who,
you.
still, that's still do this. They still are just good people, and that they still promote, and they still care about music, and they still do this. So that definitely means a lot to me in that. So there you go. Um is there any last thing that you want to leave the audience with? Anything lastly that you would like to, tell them about? Now is your space.
Yeah. Just sort of look out for TrapCavier, especially. We've got a lot of stuff lined up. We're possibly, well, we're developing a website at the moment, which will be full of more promo opportunities. So you'll have to wait and see about that. I don't want to say too much because that's sort of like not under the wraps, but we want it to be a bit of a nice surprise for everybody. So definitely look out for TrapCavier, and just word of advice is stay
Nice,
happy,
nice. Oh my
be
god,
you,
you guys
create your
making a
craft,
website?
and
That is actually really cool.
enjoy your life.
And I
You've only
can't say
got one
much
of them,
about
so
it, but that is actually
yeah,
for
that's it.
real cool. Like this guy just gets cooler and cooler. Yep, I'm definitely keeping you in my contacts now. sorry, sorry, I'm done. I am done. But thank you again. So much, so much. And thank you guys so much for listening. Again, honestly, this has been the most fun one I've done in a very long time. And of course, I have linked all the links down below for TrapCavier, his music. You guys make sure you check them out. Consider having your music promoted through them. And right after this, you guys will get a chance to hear one of the unreleased songs. So be on the lookout for more music. And be on the lookout for more updates. And thank you all again for watching. And again, we are on the ongoing improvement project, so we are always looking out for more feedback and more suggestions for our show. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you message me and let me know what other things I can do to make the show better. And remember, I 100% guarantee changes. 100%. Anyway, enjoy the rest of y'all's day, or night. Again, time zones really have fucked me up at this point. But thank you all so much for joining me on this and for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon. And by soon, I mean very soon. So remember, no smoking, no drinking, no drugs, and don't do anything stupid to wreck your life. Okay? And enjoy yourselves and do not fuck up your life. Sorry. Sorry, I don't know. I'm probably hot at this moment, but my bad. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your girls' day, and I'll see you guys really soon. Peace out. Hello, everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight as we dove into a wonderful podcast episode. Now, in this following segment, you will get a chance to hear this artist's showcase because every artist that comes on the show requires to do a showcase. So, buckle up, get some popcorn, and enjoy the showcase. I hope you guys love it, and check out the artist when you get a chance to. Hope you guys love it. Enjoy.
Been so hard, battling all of my love scars, laughing when my pain still hits hard. My facade I let down, my God, and you broke my heart. Yeah, you broke my heart in two. Hand out, but I stopped reaching you. All the things you said you wouldn't do, but you did. Yeah, you did. Been so hard, been so hard, been so hard, battling my scars. Battling all of my scars. Fucked up. Made my life so hard,
Life's hard without a part of my heart. Me and you were doomed from the start. You were shining like the North Star. Oh my heart broke again. Lost scars, all my scars are open. I fall, yeah, I fall to my death. Yeah, I fall. Been so hard, battling all of my love scars. Laughing when my pain still hits hard. My facade, I let down my guard, and you broke my heart. Life lost, it got ripped away. Can't find myself, then I'll be astray. I just want to see your face. I think it'll ease the pain. Been so hard, been so hard, been so hard, battling my scars. Battling all of my scars. Fucked up. Made my life so hard. Life's hard without a part of my heart. Me and you were doomed from the start. Oh my heart broke again. Lost scars, all my scars were open. I fall, yeah, I fall to my death.